I got 10 minutes before we start. Yeah, I would just play commercials and then we'll.
So when your neighbor says, "Hey neighbor, any idea where I can get my computer, cell phone, or tablet repaired?" Don't say, "I have no clue." Say Cellular Solution. Cellular Solutions is the Ohio Valley's most trusted cell phone, tablet, and computer repair store. They're locally owned and operated, matter of fact, for more than 10 years. And they're right in our backyard, right there for the tech support we all need. On Facebook, find them at Cellular Solutions Repairs and Accessories, or call 304-232-1470. Or even better, take your cell phone, computer, or tablet that might need a repair or two to Cellular Solutions. They're right up from Sheets on National Road in Wheeling. Cellular Solutions, the solution for what you think there's no solution for.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the players from both teams. As I call your name, please come out to the first base line, Maysville. Number 2, Mallory Bradley. Number 5, Eden Brooks. Number 6, Abby Brennan. Number 8, Aaliyah Sexton. Number 3, Cammie Moeller. Number 9, Carly Sidwell. Now, the starters for the Panthers. The catcher, number 15, Riley Miller. The left fielder, number 4, Lauren Picknell. The shortstop, number 7, Caitlin Smallwood. The pitcher, number 1, Jalen Pickworth. The left fielder, number 16, Caitlin Hobson. The third baseman, number 20, Hannah Fulkerson. The first baseman, number 1, Caitlin Witt Tokai. Sorry. The right fielder, number 12, Riley Butler. And the second baseman, number 00, Autumn Shover. Now let's meet the Steubenville Big Red. Number 5, Abby Bodigal. Number 8, Adriana Norris. Number 20, Anaya Minifield. Number 22, Isabella Prezo. Number 24, Jaden Arango. Number 28, Gracie Bowman.
Live from the University of Steubenville, Ohio Valley Sports Online presents high school girls softball action today. The Ohio sectional between Steubenville Big Red and Zanesville Maysville. Today's game is being brought to you by Thrifty Hertz Napa, AT&T on Sunset, by Naples Spaghetti House, the Wintersville Trophy Shop, Apollo Restoration, by Transmart USA, M&M, True Value Hardware, by Bert's Hot Dogs, Tesla Machine Company, Spuds Parkview Inn, The Target Shop, by National Colloid Company, Village Sleep Center, IBW, Local 246, The Annabone Company, Ace Optical, by P&L Tree Service, Windfall Fundraising, TS Electric, Capital Recovery. Also brought to you today by Rehab Plus on Sunset, JC Pest Control, Thomas Auto Centers, Marcino Enterprises, Softite Federal Credit Union, and the Spot Bar. We'll give you the rest of our sponsors right after our national anthem.
Play ball.
And the rest of our sponsors this afternoon: J.E. Foster Funeral Home, Steve's Fish and Chips, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Thorn Enterprises, by Tucker's Tavern, Lance Villa Royale, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Attorney Trey Peterson, Economy Lawn Care, Smokies, also by Made Men Promotions, Cellular Solutions, New Skin, Gianna Moore's Pizza, Hauser Furniture, Peterson Financial, Steubenville Bakery, EGCC, and Buckeye Security. And a very good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Jim Huggins, Ryan Nolan, Jason Jenkins on our controls today as we get set for sectional action. The Big Red with Madison Fields, the District Player of the Year, comes in with a record of 11-2. The Big Red with a total record of 17-6, taking on the Panthers of Zanesville-Maysville, who check in with a record of 10-10. Steubenville with the all-black uniforms, red and white stripes, and Zanesville-Maysville with the gray pants, blue jerseys with gold numerals trimmed in gold. And beautiful day. I mean, absolute beautiful day, right, for softball.
Yeah, it's a perfect day for softball. We were here a little early as this game was scheduled to start at 5 o'clock, but there were some changes that were made in the schedule that not a whole lot of people were made privy to, and this game's going to start, as you're hearing now, an hour later. But as you mentioned, it is an absolutely perfect night up here in Steubenville at the top of the hill at the University of Steubenville. We're going to get it started right here with this Big Red team in the field first, obviously, is the home team, and they've collected a lot of accolades over the season.
Yeah.
Gus DiMarzio, Coach of the Year. You mentioned Madison Fields was the Player of the Year, and, you know, a whole lot of stuff going really well for this Big Red softball team.
We are set for action as Riley Miller, number 15, the catcher, steps in. First pitch is down low. Our umpires this afternoon behind the plate, Scott Lockhart on the bases, Donnie Hines. And it's a 1-0 count to Miller as Madison Fields kicks and delivers. Caught an inside corner to count even up at 1-1.
We do have a little different perspective than we normally have. Most times we're above the action, but tonight we're right behind it. As you can see on our YouTube video, you can go there and check out our perspective.
1-1 pitch is hit, snagged down to third base by Banks. As Raven Banks with a line drive went down and got it, out number 1.
Yeah, that's a they call it the hot corner for a reason. That's one of the best and toughest plays that we've seen all year in baseball and or softball.
That'll bring up Lauren Pickrell, the center fielder, a junior, as she steps in, and Fields kicks and delivers. High and away. Around the horn for the Big Red, Steph Blackburn in left, Ferguson in center, Maggie Kukaris in right, Banks at third, Lakin Blackburn at short, Kukaris, Sam at second, and Marshall at first. And a pitch is hit foul down the left field side and hits off the top of the fence and bounces back into play. And your battery, Madison Fields and Carducci.
Nice crowd here on hand. A lot of people up on the hill in the outfield. They put their umbrellas up, shading themselves from the sun.
Next pitch is hit high and deep to left field, going back, and that ball is gone. A home run by Lauren Pickrell.
Wow.
In the top half of the first inning, and Zanesville-Maysville strikes first. It's 1-0.
That's a way to get it started. If you're Zanesville-Maysville, you make the long trip up here, and you get to the pitcher of the year early.
So 1-0, Maysville right off the bat. That'll bring up Caitlin Smallwood, the shortstop, number 7. She's a senior. They have 3 seniors in their starting 9.
It was hit just inside the foul pole down the left field line.
3 seniors. There's a strike. 3 seniors, 3 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman in the starting lineup. And Caitlin Smallwood takes strike 1. Raven Banks a couple of steps in front of third base. As Fields kicks and delivers. This one's hit sharply off the glove of Fields on the shortstop, and they got her. As Lakin Blackburn makes the play for out number 2.
Blackburn made a good play down at short, and Mary Marshall with a really good stretch down at first base to hold her foot on the bag and still make the out.
Were you ever able to stretch like that?
There is absolutely no chance in the world ever.
I would tear every muscle.
I think I just did watching.
And a first pitch in for a strike to the cleanup hitter, number 24, Jalen Pickworth, our starting pitcher today. And count 0-1. As Fields kicks and delivers. Outside corner, strike 2. So quickly in front of the count, 0-2. Caitlin Hobson, a left fielder, would be next. Fields kicks and delivers. That's way up high on the off-speed pitch. Being graced by the presence of Nico Burcone today. Didn't even hear me. Next pitch, line drive. That's in the left field for a base hit. Off the glove of Blackburn, and the runner will not go any further. She'll be stopped there.
Good job by Blackburn to gather it up after it went right off of her glove and get it in quickly back to the infield. But Zanesville Maysville has come to hit the ball today.
They're going to have a runner. That's number 8. I don't have their roster anymore. Did Ross leave? Yes, he took the roster. So that'll bring up Caitlin Hobson, the left fielder, sophomore. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
Come on, Maddie.
1 on, 2 out, 1 in. Fields kicks and delivers. Hit on the ground and in the left field for a base hit. Now past the outstretched glove of Raven Banks. And it'll find Green, and that's back-to-back base hits. 3 hits in the inning.
3 hits in the inning, and they just continue to roll here with 2 outs.
That'll bring up freshman Hannah Fulgerson, number 20, to the third baseman. She's got 2 on. Absolutely no wind this afternoon. The flag laying completely in limp in center field.
We had a little bit of breeze, and I told Jason as we were sitting here, man, it does kind of feel nice, and now it's kind of gone away.
Yeah. Fulgerson takes strike 1. She is the 6th girl to bat in the order. And the 0-1 pitch is hammered, but it's fouled deep down the left field side. That one's in the trees.
That one is in the Ohio River.
You're not going to find that one. That's a brand new ball wasted. Hey, offer a kid $5 and them kids will go find anything.
They'll go find anything. It'd be neat. They put a net up here along that side, and you wouldn't lose any balls.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. They drop it. They'll throw on the first and get the out there. For Zanesville Maysville in the top half of the first inning, 1 run on 3 hits. They strand 2 at the end of a half. They lead it 1-0.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
Now is the time of the year to reward your athlete for a job well done. At the Wintersville Trophy Shop, they have all you need for your special athlete. Trophies, plaques, and ribbons for every sport. The Wintersville Trophy Shop, 756 Main Street in downtown Wintersville. 266-6905 today.
Hello, this is Dr. Runkle, a physical therapist from Rehab Plus Physical Therapy. When I'm not able to be at the game, I listen online to Ohio Valley Sports Online. Good luck to all area teams.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh,
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Ohio who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we head to the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be Steph Blackburn, number 14, the left fielder, leading off, be followed by Sam Kukeries, number 4, the second baseman. And Lakin Blackburn, the shortstop, number 17, will bat third. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Panthers here as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. Pickworth on the mound. Our first pitch sails outside. Hobson in left, Pickerel in center, Butler in right, Fulkerson at third, Smallwood at short, Shover at second, and Takai at first. And the next pitch is hammered down the right field line. And this ball is off the top of the fence. And on her way to second is Blackburn. Will they hold her there? She's on her way to third. And she'll have a stand-up triple. If it hits the yellow, is that a home run?
I thought that would be the cause.
But I would think that it would have to go over. It did hit the yellow. Did it? And now they're going to talk to two umpires. If it hits on, I mean, I don't agree with it hitting yellow being a home run because to me a home run has to go over the fence.
Has to go over, but
it did hit the yellow and it bounced right back.
Maybe that's why she kept running.
Yeah, and Gus is arguing, but I don't think they're going to change this because they didn't call it at first. It'll be hard for them to change their mind if they weren't sure of it the first time around. So Sam Kukris will step in.
That might be a pretty good explanation why she just kept going, because she might have thought that it was a home run, and she just kind of just ran around the base. She was really kind of jogging around the bases.
First pitch is down low and away. And the right fielder, Butler, when the ball came back, she might have thought that too because she kind of
didn't really do much.
She
didn't do much with it.
Sauntered over and picked it up and threw it in. And a pitch that is in there for a strike to Kukris, and it's 1-1. Scoreboard out there is kind of small. Into the wind and a 1-1 pitch, fouled back into the dugout.
That went right between her dad's legs.
It went between her husband's leg, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 1-2 count. Kukris into the wind and the pitch. Off speed, sails outside. Pickworth is a lefty. She's in the battery along with Miller behind the plate. 10-10 record for the Panthers. And the pitch. Down low and away. It's 3-2. See, one thing I don't like here with the umpires, and Jason and I are umpires, the umpire is down behind third base. First pitch is hit in the right field, base hit. That'll score the run easily, and we're tied at 1.
And Kukris did her job, got it to the opposite side of the infield, through the right side, and scored a run.
So 1 on, nobody out in a tie ball game at 1-1. That'll bring up Lakin Blackburn, the shortstop. Right-hander steps in with a runner at first, nobody out in the first offering. Outside for a ball. See, there was a runner there at third. The home plate umpire would cover them, and that would be over here because if you got to play at the close play at the first, and you're way back here, how are you going to see the ball from 70
I agree.
feet away? So into the wind and the pitch. This one's popped up to third. It's trouble, and it's a foul ball.
Ooh.
Third baseman Fulkerson drifted on it. It just went outside of her reach and landed in foul territory.
It was close. Didn't we go to Maysville to do a football game one year?
We did, yeah. Didn't we have like a massive problem there, like a big fight? Big Red played there. It was a big fight after the game. Next pitch popped up, and it's foul. Yeah, it was a Columbus team we played.
No. That was in Zanesville. But we did a game at Zanesville, Maysville. The stadium was kind of like in this really nice neighborhood.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I forget who we did up there. It had to be a Big Red game.
1-2 the count. And a pitch hammered foul on the left side.
Look out there.
That was inside pitch.
Pelting the dugout. Folks, today's game is being brought to you by Steubenville Bakery. Open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, a tradition since 1937. Located at 525 South Street in Steubenville. The best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
Count now is even at 2-2. I thought you were making that up. There's a pitch outside. So I checked my phone.
It was pretty good.
I was like, hey, that's the same thing Ryan's reading.
Pretty good improv right there, let me tell you.
3-2 the count as Pickworth kicks and delivers. This one's hit in the air toward right field. Butler's coming over, and she'll make the catch. A little shaky, but she makes the catch.
I was going to say, that almost came out of her glove.
And Blackburn is retired on the fly out. 1 out, runner at first. That'll bring up Maddie Fields. Pitcher and cleanup hitter for Steubenville. Don't have any batting average, but Maddie was 11-2 in the regular season pitching for Steubenville.
Her batting average is .631.
Oh, there we go. And the first pitch to her in there for a strike.
Highest on the team at 631.
She leads the team in hits and home runs.
Team average 422 for the year.
Pitch is up high. And it's 1-1. It was nice of them to do. As Pickworth kicks and delivers, this was line drive back up in the box in the center field for the base hit. Kukaris will stay at second base, first and second, one out now.
That was dangerous.
That'll bring up Mary Marshall. Mary Marshall batting .392 on the year. She is all Ohio in soccer. Adult kickball. First pitch to Marshall, bounces in the dirt. Good stop down there by Miller. Field's in great shape, and we got some rain, a couple of days ago?
It's in beautiful shape. Yeah. They drug it before. Well, there was a college game here prior to this one.
Squares the bunt and a foul ball call.
They drug the field before that or after that game and let it sit.
I'm going to give a shout out to our man, Dan Vogel, our engineer extraordinaire.
Well, he's been replaced. Jason Jenkins is.
Yep. Dan came up, set the table up there, and then he bolted. There's a line drive. It's just outside the overstretched glove, and it's a base hit in the left field. Moving over to third base will be Kukaris. Fields moves down to second, and Mary Marshall takes over at first. So 4 of the 5 Big Red girls have gotten hits. That'll load them up for Raven Banks. She had a couple of home runs the other day.
Won a grand slam.
Yep. Stays outside for ball 1. So can we have a little deja vu, please?
447 on the year for Raven.
Or have you ever had that feeling of deja? This pitch is hit toward second, and it bounces away from the second baseman. Shover had all kind of spin. 1 run will score. The second one will score. And Steubenville takes a 3-1 lead.
Coach DeMarzio almost scored with her.
Kukaris comes in. Madison Field comes in. Marshall heads over to third as Raven Banks gets the 2 RBI single. Fastball sails outside. I've had the feeling of a deja vu where like none of this has ever happened before.
Deja vu. It's the different French version of
Sadie Carducci hits a nice play, but a shortstop on a diving catch at the bag. Everybody has to hold on, and Sadie Carducci just got robbed.
What a play!
That girl should have been she wearing a mask because she just robbed her. Leah Ferguson steps in.
Saw her take an infield. She's got pretty good hands and pretty good feet down there, so it's no surprise she was able to make that play, but that was a good one.
Leah batting .500 on the year. First pitch right at the third baseman. She'll throw over to first, and Ferguson is retire, as the Big Red is also. For Steubenville in the first, they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits and a stranded pair. At the end of 1 complete, Steubenville 3-1.
Hold on.
So when your neighbor says, "Hey, neighbor, any idea where I can get my computer, cell phone, or tablet repaired?" Don't say, "I have no clue." Say, Cellular Solutions. Cellular Solutions is the Ohio Valley's most trusted cell phone, tablet, and computer repair store. They're locally owned and operated, matter of fact, for more than 10 years. And they're right in our backyard, right there for the tech support we all need. On Facebook, find them at Cellular Solutions Repairs and Accessories, or call 304-232-1470, or even better, take your cell phone, computer, or tablet that might need a repair or two to Cellular Solutions. They're right up from Sheets on National Road in Wheeling. Cellular Solutions, the solution for what you think there's no solution for.
Now we begin the top half of the second inning. It'll be 7-8-9 due up for Zanesville Maysville. Caitlin Witt Tookai leads off. First baseman, left-hander, and the first pitch from Maddie Fields fouled back to the screen. It'll be Witt Tookai, Butler, and Shover. 2 juniors and a sophomore.
And that's right, much to everybody's excitement. We do have our mic right there against the fence again. Yeah. So bringing you close to the action.
Fastball, swing and a miss. We make it real here at Ohio Valley Sports Online. You can feel like part of the game as the ball slams into the into the fence and shakes our heads. Fields into the line and a pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Maddie Fields. That's her second one. And that'll bring up Riley Butler, the right fielder.
Yeah, she settled down after giving up a few in that first inning.
Yeah, including a home run. Carducci behind the plate. Banks at third. Lake and Blackburn at short. Sam Kukaris at second and Marshall at first. Swing and a miss by Riley Butler. Hazel Maysville brought about, 15 people with them.
Yeah.
Well, maybe more. There's people sitting outside.
Sitting out there.
15 right here behind the fence. Fields kicks and delivers. That's fastball inside and low, and it's 1-1.
Just a tad inside. As we said, we have a pretty good look at it.
Just a bit inside.
Just a bit inside. We've Dan the engineer extraordinaire, and Jason has nicknamed himself Jason the Rock Jenkins.
Well, since Dan's not here, then Dan is no longer Dan. It's Dick Vogel because he left.
Oh, we finally get to use that one.
Yeah. 2-1 count in the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground. Banks gobbles it up, throws over to first, and got her. They're playing here with the double bases in the girls' games, and to tell you the truth, as an umpire, I don't like the double bases. It's hard enough to watch one bag, let alone two, a catch and the foot. So you're looking at 4 different things. So that'll bring up Autumn Shover, the second baseman, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Panthers. Fields kicks and delivers. That's in her first strike. From home plate umpire Scott Lockhart. I've seen Scotty do basketball games this past season.
Yeah. Saw him a few times.
Yeah. As Shover awaits, as Fields twists, turns, and fires way up high. This will be my last game for a while. I'm heading to the beach Friday morning, so you guys take a look at schedules. And
no, I haven't looked at anything.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Haven't checked one thing yet.
Autumn show. I don't know if there's any local games tomorrow. I'm sure there is.
I don't know.
And the 1-2 pitch. And that's fouled back to the screen. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, though.
It is, I think.
As Madison Fields kicks and delivers. Wow. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
We're close enough to talk about them, and that one was pretty close.
You know that you've made the wrong call when you have to. And there's a fastball. Strike 3 call, or a swing it. So that is the 3rd strikeout for Fields. I'll make that point when we come back for Maysville in the top half of the second, 3 up and 3 down at the end of 1.5. It's 3-1, Steubenville.
Talking today with my good friend, Dr. Robert Runkle, who happens to be a doctor of physical therapy. What separates, in my opinion, Rehab Plus from any other physical therapy facility is your aquatic pool. And correct me if I'm wrong, yours is the only one in the area.
That is correct. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the actual same pool that we use, and James Harrison did his rehab in it. What's unique about our pool is you're in it one-on-one. There's an underwater treadmill, and that works wonders for any type of lower extremity, low back rehab. Another thing that's very important with the aquatic therapy is the temperature of the pool. If it's too cold, it will aggravate symptoms such as arthritis. Too warm, and you're doing too much of a workout, patients can overheat. So we keep ours at what National Arthritis Foundation recommends, 90-40.
This may sound silly, but does a healthcare provider allow for access to that pool?
Most do.
Here's the phone number real quick, folks. It is
Well, bottom half of the second inning as Maggie Kukaris on the first pitch bunts it, and she's thrown out at first base by the pitcher, Pickworth. So we'll head back to the top of the order. Steph Blackburn steps in, a leadoff triple. Debatable was a home run. She ended up coming around the score on a single by Sam Kukaris as the lefty steps in.
I would agree. If it's a home run, it's got to go over the fence. You would think
that's what I just told her father. I said, there's a pitch that's hit down the left field line. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and it's going to get past Hobson in left field and heading on to second base. Steph Blackburn with an easy stand-up double. So a triple and a double for Steph Blackburn in the first two plate appearances.
Yeah, triple and a double. She's halfway to the cycle.
Yeah. And that's like I was telling him. I said, what's the difference between the ball hitting that? I think that's more protection for the fielder. But there's no difference between hitting that and hitting a foot below it. Still hitting the fence.
Right.
So as Sammy Kukuri steps in, first pitch sails inside, ball one.
Well, that ball moved from the outside to the inside quite quickly.
Yeah, she got a little bit of movement on it. Does Pickworth. Sammy singled and scored in the first. Next pitch stays outside. 2-0. She'll be followed by Lake and Blackburn. In the bottom of the second inning, Big Red leading it 3-1. And a pitch sails inside.
That hit her.
And it hit her. So Sammy reaches on the hit batsman. She's been on twice in a row.
Sure did. Just caught part of her jersey. It didn't hit her hard. Just caught part of the looseness of her jersey.
One out for Lake and Blackburn, the shortstop. She flied out to right field her first time up. Into the wind and the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. A lot of people out there. People got umbrellas out there. There's a guy over here. He's
chairs,
shielding
umbrellas.
half his face with
a towel.
A towel or something. Beautiful day for softball. Next pitch swung on, and a foul ball going to be called. Although I've never seen a foul ball in the box go that
forward.
far. Go that far.
I don't know if it hit her hands or where it hit.
Might have hit her body. That's what happens when it hits somewhere in there. So it's 0-2 in the pitch. Sails outside.
One ball, 2 strikes. Come on, they battle here, kid. Battle here. Bring that back foot. Bring that back foot.
And the 1-2 pitch. Look out. She had to do some yoga moves to get out of that one. Count even up at 2-2. 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That pitch is down low, and the count goes full. So Lakin with a chance with a runner in scoring position. The 3-2 pitch by Pickworth. Outside, ball 4. She walked her. That is the first walk given up by Pickworth. That'll bring up Maddie Fields, singled and scored in the first.
With a chance to help herself. It could be a lot of help.
She leads the team in home runs, but I don't know how many. And she steps up here with bases loaded, 1 down, and a chance to help herself out. Pickworth's first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. These seats are not very comfortable.
Well, we're going to play with the hand that we're dealt.
I think, the extraordinaire would bring us better seats.
Well, they're from here, so it's
1-0-1. Sails outside. It's 1-1.
It's part of the mental toughness of the program.
Yeah, wretched back. And
I can barely walk as it is. Jace is over there with a couple bad hips.
1-1 pitch sails outside. It's 2-1. Pickworth just stares in and says, "Where's that?" By the way, speaking of bad hips, I just got my cortisone shot last week from Dr. George's office down in Wheeling, and I feel fantastic. There's a pitch that sails outside, and all of a sudden it's a 3-1 count.
3-1 and nowhere to put her.
Rob Metzger from Channel 9 down by the first base dugout. And a pitch. It's a line drive. It's going to center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. The second one will score. Everybody else will hold up. 2-run single by Maddie Fields has given Big Red a 5-1 lead.
Big Red just hits and runs the bases.
Come on, Mary.
Now we have a
Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary.
a timeout call, but he's not going out to the mound. So is he making a? He's making a pitching change already.
Is that what we have? Well, I guess while we have time, we're going to
take a timeout. We'll
take a timeout and we'll be back.
It is 740-264-0772. Dr. Robert Runkle is a good friend, and I can guarantee he'll help you feel better. Give him a call, and this is from Rehab Plus on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville.
Transmart USA, transportation you can trust. Transmart is committed to providing non-emergency medical transportation to the elderly, disabled population, and the general public. Transmart has a fleet of vehicles that offer transportation to fit your specific needs, from passenger captain chairs to pet-friendly vehicles. Courier services are also a specialty. Have an important package that needs delivered? Call Transmart USA for dependable delivery service. Transmart USA is your one call for transportation or courier services. For more information, contact Transmart USA 866-693-6900. Transmart USA 866-693-6900.
Want to become a sponsor of this online sports broadcast? It's easy. Look us up on Facebook under Ohio Valley Sports Online. Drop us a message right on our wall or shoot us an email. More bang for your buck. Why? Because it's not radio. It's an online internet sports broadcast with unlimited and endless potential for you. Why settle for less when you can advertise with the best? Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Well, the new pitcher for Zanesville Maysville, last name is Bradley. Bradley?
Mallory Bradley.
As Pickworth moves down to first base, and the first pitch into Mary Marshall is in for a strike. 2 runs are in, 2 are on, 1 out in the bottom of the second, and a 5-1 Steubenville lead.
Yes, and as you've mentioned, only 1 out.
Yeah. This one's a line drive on the left side.
Wow.
Near the dugout. Way out in front of that one for Mary Marshall. Mary singled back into first, was stranded at third. Into the wind, and the pitch sails up high. 1-2 count on Mary Marshall. Raven Banks would be next. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Nice to get Mary on base here and give Banks another chance.
Yeah, there's a foul ball back to the screen.
A little gap in the screen right here. Could be dangerous.
Yeah.
What if we're going to have any foul balls that hit our video camera up there today?
3-2 pitch. It must have hit off her leg, and that's ball 4. Everybody will move up, so bases will be loaded.
No, that's ball 3.
Oh, ball 3?
No, it's
ball 2?
Ball 2.
Who's running the scoreboard? Because I'm getting mixed up by the scoreboard then. So it's a 2-2 count. Somebody's messing up. And the pitch. Out back to the screen. Who's whiff?
What's that?
Who's whiff? There's a foul ball again against the screen.
Whiff. Whiff Vogel. Rockhead. That's it. There we are.
2-2 count. Bradley delivers. This one's hit on the ground towards short. Ball up there. They throw to first. They get the out there. The throw home is late. And coming in to score is Lake and Blackburn with the 3rd run of the inning and a 6-1 lead.
6-1 now. So Marshall did her job.
She ground out to where? Second or short?
Short.
6-3 with an RBI. That'll bring up Raven Banks. Raven takes a strike with a runner at third base now. That is Madison Fields.
Good pitch to hit.
There's Banks with an RBI single, 2 RBI single in the first. And she hits this one, hammers this one to deep left center field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run blast by Raven Banks has made this an 8-1 lead.
Holy cow, that one was hit hard and gone as soon as it left the bat. Wow.
So all the Raven Banks has done is got a single and a home run and 4 RBIs, and we're in the second inning.
Oh, baby.
5 runs in the inning. It's an 8-1 lead. That'll bring up Sadie Carducci, who lined out the short back in the first inning.
I don't know how far it is out there, but it hit about halfway up the hill.
Yeah, there's no measurements. First pitch, Carducci's in for a strike. Carducci lined out to shortstop first time up. And the pitch popped up. That'll make its way out behind the stands.
Off the barn?
Nothing but net.
Or the shed. Is it a barn or a shed? It's a shed barn.
April Minifield, first base coach. Coach Gus DiMarzio down at third base, head coach. Just got named coach of the year. Fastball sails outside. They've lost a lot of pretty good girls over the last year or two.
And they're still loaded.
Just replenish.
Yep.
So it's the 1-2 count to Carducci, and the pitch fouled out of play right side. That'll go down by the cars.
Hopefully it doesn't hit mine, but it's got a good chance. I think Jason had said they only have 2 seniors. Yeah. That are starters.
Next pitch hit on the ground towards short. Small will get the throw over, and it is in time for the out. But for Steubenville in the second, they pick up 5 more on 4 hits, and they strand nobody. At the end of 2 complete, Big Red leads at 8-1.
For quality tree and stump removal, call P&L Tree Services in Steubenville. P&L Tree Services specializes in tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. If you have a job that's just too big to handle yourself, give P&L Tree Services a call. The number, 740-381-7945. P&L Tree Services for all your tree service needs. Call Matt, 740-381-7945. P&L Tree Services is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
P&L Tree Services is fully insured and veteran owned.
Your smile is one of the first things people notice about you. And if your teeth are stained and discolored, you may not be making a great first impression. That's where AP24 from New Skin can help. You don't need messy strips or costly trips to the dentist. All you need to do is brush twice a day to get results. To discover AP24 from New Skin for yourself, call 304-670-7120 today.
The value that Ace Optical offered me was unbeatable. I got a great pair of glasses for the price I wanted to pay. All I had to do was bring in my prescription, and I got a great deal.
No matter what your style, at Ace Optical, we've got your look.
Top half of the third inning about to commence as we head back to the top of the order for the Panthers. And stepping in is Kylie Miller, the catcher. First pitch chopped right at Raven Banks on a one-hopper. Throws a one-hopper over. Great job on the stretch down there by Marshall. Bails out Raven Banks, who made a great stop. One-hopped it over there. And
yeah, Banks made a good play. Marshall once again with a great stretch.
That'll bring up Lauren Pickrell. Center fielder hit a home run back in the first inning. Gave her team an early 1-0 lead, but since then, Big Red's tacked on 8.
Yeah, 8 unanswered.
Next pitch, hit on the ground. It's, that's a great invention with that netting.
Yeah, because they'd be ducking for cover in there.
Yeah, I mean they have a railing and everything and a fence, but then they got the netting that goes up to the top. So it's like Spider-Man watching a game. 1-1 the count. Fields kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss.
That's nasty.
Well, Pickrell just kind of had a laugh to herself as she stepped out.
Man, oh man.
1-2 the count. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Strikeout number 4 for Madison Fields. 2 up and 2 down for Caitlin Smallwood, the shortstop, who grounded out the short her first time up. She's a senior.
Smallwood, patriotic.
I like the helmet.
Red, white, and blue helmet with the flag on the top. Or the flag helmet, I should say.
First pitch, fires it there for a strike. Pickworth would be next.
And Fields just a junior.
Anybody bring popcorn? There's a line drive in the left field for a base hit for Smallwood. Coming up hard and throwing is Steph Blackburn holding her there.
See anybody bring popcorn?
The guy was talking about popcorn or popsicles and unicorns.
Wow.
It's a lethal combination.
I thought you were...
I could go for popsicle.
I figured you were going to say Pepsi since Jason has forgotten.
Right.
Jason's actually forgotten it twice.
There's a line drive foul outside of first.
He said he could go for a Pepsi since you've forgotten it twice. Yeah, really once. I mean,
Really? Yeah, once. I didn't know he
time.
didn't go as far the second time.
Still, it's just old age. I mean, we're all getting up
We're all
there.
getting there. Pitch in the outside corner for a strike. I used to tell Niece, the niece was so old, and he walked into an antique store and they tried to put a price tag on him.
He turned the lights on for Columbus.
He was in Game of Thrones. Next pitch, off speed.
That's not very nice.
No. Have you been watching that? You guys watching that?
No.
I watched like 1 or 2 episodes in the first 6 seasons. So, but I started watching it at the beginning because it's the last season. There's only 6 episodes. That's about my attention span. And they're 3 down, 3 to go. But it's been pretty brutal. There's a hit at second base, and throwing over and easily making a play. Kukarista Marshall for out number 3 for the Panthers in the third. No runs on 1 hit. They strand 1 at the end of 2.5. 8-1 Big Red.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, the sports authority. Check out the out-of-town scoreboard at ohiovalleysportsonline.com. Sponsored by Peterson Financial and Steubenville Bakery. We know what you want in a chainsaw. You want legendary performance, you want industry-leading ergonomics, and you want precision cutting that gets the job done quickly and safely. That's why we want you to try a Husqvarna chainsaw. With air injection, low vibration handles, and powerful X-Torque engines, Husqvarna chainsaws are trusted by professionals around the world. If you want to take down a tree or clear a forest, you'll want a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's what precision cutting is all about. Visit M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville today.
As we head to the bottom of the third inning, Ferguson, Kukarist, and turn it back around to the top with Steph Blackburn. As Leah Ferguson grounded out the third her first time up. It's a warm day today, man. I didn't get a chance to go home. And, well, I could have left and come back with shorts. But first pitch, that's in there for a strike.
It's an absolutely perfect day. And today's game is brought to you by Steubenville Bakery.
Thanks to Dean Ferguson for stepping
Yes,
up
sir.
here. Pitch stays inside.
Steubenville Bakery is open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's a Steubenville tradition since 1937.
Great bread.
Located at 525 South Street, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
First pitch is fouled over the right side. As Dan would say, you got to try the fried bread.
Got to try the fried pickles.
By the way, this bottom 3 in the order, they're 0 for 4. So they haven't yet contributed to the hit parade.
Leah Ferguson batting 500.
Next pitch, this one's hit in the air towards center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. See that? I broke the curse.
He did.
Ferguson with a leadoff single here in the bottom half of the third inning. It's getting so warm and we're getting so sticky. I just want to go swimming.
See, I'm not hot.
Go swimming. I am.
I got the long sleeves on because I don't know what I got going on my arm over here. I got to go have it checked out. I don't want it to get any worse.
What are you getting? heebie-jeebies.
No, I don't know what it is.
First pitch is hit in the air toward left field. Hobson's going back. She has room. She makes the catch, falls to one knee, gets up and throws it back in as Leah Ferguson will have to retreat. So Maggie Kukries with a fly out the left. And we'll go to the top. Steph Blackburn, who has reached on a double and a triple and scored a pair of runs. Joker, and a triple. Into the line in the first pitch, and this one's hit down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. Coming around the third. Here comes the throw, and that is... Somebody going to make a call?
I think he did already make the call.
He must have just verbally, because he never raised his arm up. He just ran at him.
He made the call.
So out at third is Ferguson.
And you mentioned the out-of-town scores. We do have a local score that's happening just on the field below us. Steubenville Big Red leads Meadowbrook 7-1. That score is brought to you by Paul Zorney, who's listening to us down there. And he said he wants Jason to take the microphone off of Jags.
I expect nothing less from Paul. First pitch fastball away to Sam Kukries, who has reached twice on a single and hit batsman, has scored twice, and has an RBI. And the next pitch, hit in the air toward right center field. That's going to drop, and that's going to roll, get past the center fielder to the fence. On her way to second is Kukries with a stand-up double. The run will score as Blackburn comes in, and it's a 9-1 ball game.
And the hit parade continues. Sam Kukries with a double. As Jags mentioned, extends that lead to 9-1.
Steubenville's got 11 hits. 11 hits, and we're in the bottom of the third. As Lakin Blackburn steps in. First pitch, hit in the air. That's going to drop in for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner. The throw will come into second, and it's an easy RBI single as Lakin Blackburn continues to do well here and get an RBI. She goes to first. Kukries comes around to score her third run.
It's fun to watch, man. They just hit it and go.
The top two Steubenville batters, Blackburn and Kukries, have combined for 5 hits and 6 runs scored. That's what the top of the order does for you. Fastball to Maddie Fields. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. It's the hit parade up at Franciscan. There's a lot of dust on that screen.
Tons.
Next pitch sails up high. 2-0.
My poor computer's taking some abuse.
You want to wipe it off?
No. It's a character.
So your computer's being abused and you don't want to help it. There's a pitch down low and away. It's 3-0.
I think it's a combination of like pollen, dirt, dust.
Three and 0 the count. Bradley delivers. That's in there for a strike. Mallory Bradley in relief of Pickworth, who went over to first base. The girl at second base is Shover. Next pitch, popped foul out of play.
Stay away from my car.
There's gotten a lot more people since we went on the air. There's a bunch of people behind us now.
A lot of people. Nice crowd. Nice night.
Yeah.
Nice day to be out.
So to count 3-2, and the pitch, foul out of play again, right side. And down the embankment. I have to go take a walk later after I go home and eat, get something to eat and start packing. We've already got a lot of stuff packed. Got the list out. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff already in there. 3-2 pitch is hit down the right field line. This is trouble, and that is a fair ball. Hits the bottom of the fence. Maddie Fields on her way to second with a stand-up double. Coming around to score is Blackburn, and it's a 11-1 game. So Madison Fields with a double. And Blackburn all the way around the score from first.
We got this one started late.
Might end early.
I wasn't going to say you yelled at me the other night.
Yeah,
and we came to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of keep it at bay today.
Well, this is only third inning. There's a ball hit outside of third. Customarzio, that says Ravenbanks. Where you going?
Pirates played quite well today. Had a 6-2 lead going into the 8th inning and ended up losing.
Buccos fell apart like a cheap suitcase.
Speaking of packing.
One and one to count to Mary Marshall. Takes down low for a ball. Mary has singled, stayed over at third, and had an RBI ground out in the second. Next pitch, it's a number. That's going to
come back.
It's going to jackknife, and she's safe. Halfway between home and first, and by the time Pickeringworth got it, it was too late. So an infield single for Mary Marshall.
Nobody could get to that one. It was like a short wedge on the golf course. Hit and started to spin backwards.
Big Red has 6 hits in this inning. Lead at 11-1, 2 outs. That brings up Raven Banks. Takes the strike.
Raven comes to the plate, and everybody kind of comes to attention.
Everybody just kind of holds their breath.
Yes, sir.
She's 2 for 2 with a home run and 4 RBIs. And the pitch. This one's knife toward right, and coming over and making the catch is Butler for out number 3. For Steubenville in the third inning, they pick up 3 more runs on 6 hits and a strand 1. At the end of 3 complete, Big Red leads at 11-1.
Get your message heard by advertising with us, Ohio Valley Sports Online. Email us, ohiovalleysportsonline@gmail.com.
Made Men Promotions is live pro boxing. Made Men Promotions focuses on consistently putting on exciting fights and developing talent to solidify their careers. For upcoming events, visit MadeMenBoxing.com. That's MadeMenBoxing.com. For fighters looking for sponsorship, promotion, or branding, look them up on Facebook at Made Men Promotions. Made Men Promotions is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Oh, there he is.
We've returned.
Well, we head to the top of the 4th inning, a 11-1 Steubenville lead. Jim Huggins, Ryan Nolan, Jason Jingen. Today's game is being brought to you by Steubenville Bakery. We want to thank Dean Ferguson and all the fine folks at Steubenville Bakery, the best bread around. I get a loaf of bread and I eat the whole loaf in one day.
I usually eat it before I get home.
Just take out the insides?
Yep.
Kaylin Hobson steps in. She singled first time out back in the third. They've got 1 hit since the first. They picked up 3 hits in the first. As Fields kicks and delivers. This one popped up. Foul territory. Coming over is Marshall, and she will make the catch for out number 1.
Good job by Mary Marshall. Good field awareness, if that's what you want to call it. She knew right where she was. She checked where the dugout was and kind of felt her way right around there to make that catch. Great job.
That'll bring up Hannah Fulkerson, who struck out back in the first inning. Maddie Fields has 4 strikeouts this afternoon. First pitch sails up high. She has not walked a batter yet. We saw her in that game, in the OVAC game. They walked 8, 9, 10 girls in that ball game.
Here we go. Come on, Maddie.
Don't know what that was all about.
And the 1-0. Chop foul outside of third. You know what they need when they get home runs? Fireworks. That'd be so cool.
That'd be good.
With a home run. Jason and I went to that Pirate game a couple weeks ago, and they had fireworks after home run. It scared the crap out of me. There's a ball grounded outside of third again and went through the fence.
I was in downtown that day when that home run happened. I thought the place was blown up.
It was beautiful weather when we got there.
Shook the whole city.
You know, it was warm and everything, 70-something degrees, and within an hour or two, it was down to 52.
Yeah.
Look out. I don't know how that didn't hit her. Should have deal a 1-2 step to get out of the way.
Might have been a 1.5 step.
2 balls, 2 strikes here in the 4th. Up high. And the count goes full.
Kind of digging themselves a hole in that right-handed batter's box.
3-2 pitch. Skied foul on the left side. Moving over is the shortstop, Lakin Blackburn, and she will make the catch for the out.
Good job by Lakin Blackburn. She knew that she had a beat on that one. She called Banks off. Banks did the job and made the catch.
All these people didn't even know. She made a catch until we said it. Then it's nice catch. 2 down for Caitlin Wick Tokai. And she hits it towards second. Called up by Kukarice, and they throw on for the out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Maddie Fields for Maysville in the fourth. No runs, no hits at the end of 3.5. Still a 11-1 ball game.
When you need furniture or flooring, come to Housers. Housers has the best brand names and friendliest service. Your home will look great and you'll save lots of money. I know you'll buy from us because
Housers has it. Housers has it all.
Be who you want to be at EGCC. Be who you want to be.
Be who you want to
at
be.
EGCC.
EGCC.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want to
at
be.
EGCC.
EGCC. EGCC. EGCC.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want
at
to be.
EGCC.
EGCC.
Want to become a sponsor of this online sports broadcast? It's easy. Look us up on Facebook under Ohio Valley Sports Online. Drop us a message right on our wall or shoot us an email. More bang for your buck. Why? Because it's not radio. It's an online internet sports broadcast with unlimited and endless potential for you. Why settle for less when you can advertise with the best? Ohio Valley Sports Online.
This internet broadcast is being brought to you by the AT&T Wireless High-Speed Data Network. It's 4G LTE, the fastest data network. Soon, 5G. Home wireless data is also available. See us at AT&T on Sunset.
And we're back.
We are back.
That's a nice entrance, you know. New pitcher is Abby Brennan.
Maybe that's what we need to use
for Zanesville Maysville.
Come on, Sadie. Come on, Sadie. Get this started right here, kids. Here we go, lady.
So they move Bradley to second base.
Get this going. Get this going.
Shover's out. First pitch down low.
Well, Maysville started with a bang, and they've
Come on, kid. Hit it hard.
kind of fizzled ever since.
Yeah. As this pitch is hit on the ground towards short, gobbled up there, strong throw over. And Carducci is retired.
Ball stays down well on this field. We talked about that
Come on, Leah. Come on,
before
Leah.
we went on the air. Very good surface. It's hard, but it's a good surface.
Leah Ferguson steps in, 1 for 2. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. If Zanesville Maysville does not score in the top half of the fifth, this game will be over at 11-1. Pitch outside for a ball.
You did it to us again, Jace.
Who?
You. You mentioned it again.
Oh, yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Well, we're overturning that.
We're overturning the rule.
Yeah. There's a pitch in for a strike to Ferguson, and the count even up at 1-1.
Come on, Leah. Come on, Leah. You got this, kid. Elbow down.
Ferguson calls timeout, steps out.
On the mound is Abby Brennan, third pitcher for the Panthers, and she kicks and delivers. That's down low, gets back to the screen. Great microphone placement by Dano.
Actually, I placed it today.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got this, kid. You got this.
I was here 2 hours before the game. I helped Dan get set up. I said mass. And now we're here.
And a pitch popped up. Center fielder Pickrell comes in, and she'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Maggie Kukarice, who has rounded out the pitcher and flied out the left.
Good do, kid. Good do.
Jason D. Sav was texting me about Hunter Renfro, who already has like 9 home runs, and he dropped him, and Kev Aguilar, who has 3. First pitch, that's in there for a strike.
Hunter Renfro? You mean Hunter Pence?
No, Hunter Renfro plays for San Diego.
Hunter Renfro was a football player.
Well, his name
He plays at Clemson.
Renfro. Like, maybe that's not his first name, but his name is Renfro.
It's easy for you to say.
Might be 2 of them.
Maybe there's 2 Hunter Renfros.
The 0-1. Back to the screen.
Holy cow, we even get the shake of the screen when the ball hits it. I never noticed that. Huh? Nice. Good job, Dano. You're the man.
His name is Hunter Renfro. Plays for San Diego. So 0-2 count on Maggie Kukaris and the delivery. Sails outside for a ball.
Here, I thought there was only one.
One what?
Hunter Renfro.
Come on, Max. Hit it hard somewhere, kid.
Brennan kicks and delivers. Outside. 2-2.
That's it, Max.
Maggie Kukaris just a freshman.
Come on, Max.
She's got 3 years here, and she could be a good one by the time it's over with. 3 more years.
Hey, if you can make starting lineup as a freshman, you're doing pretty good. Yeah. 2-2 the count as Brennan delivers. Popped up. Hits the fence.
That's a good job right there.
By the way, folks, this Steubenville Big Red softball team has broken the school record for hits. Previous record was 298 back in 2014, the OVAC championship team. This team coming into this ball game, 298 hits, so they've gone well over 300.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max.
And collected another OVAC championship.
Yeah, as of right now, 14 hits up high. And the count goes full.
Pitcher's throwing a lot of pitches to Kukaris as she's battled, fouled a few off, and nice to see her get on base and to continue to hit.
And the 3-2. Popped up, catcher coming over, Miller, and she will make the catch for out number 3 for Steubenville in the 4th, 3 up and 3 down. We head to the 5th inning, and it's an 11-1 lead.
Jameson and Aaliyah both agree. Nothing beats the Serta iComfort series from Village Sleep Center, your neighborhood destination for all things sleep.
Shop the Petrella Brothers Village Sleep Center, Sunset Boulevard, Steubenville, where we take sleep seriously.
Serving the Ohio Valley for over 50 years, Lancia Healthcare is your choice for long-term care and various rehabilitation services. With locations in Steubenville and St. Clairsville, Lancia Healthcare is committed to your loved one's needs. At Lancia Healthcare, let our family take care of your family. Call 740-264-7101 to schedule your visit today.
We're back. Top of 5, Steubenville leads 11-1.
It'll be 8-9 and go back to the top of the order for the Panthers. They need to score to keep it going. Big Red holds on. It looks like they will. They'll play next Monday. First pitch to field screams in off the dirt for ball 1.
Games are Monday, from what I understand, Monday and Wednesdays. Monday.
It's the winner of, who did Lynn tell me?
Dover.
Swing and a miss.
Dover
and
somebody.
Maybe Philly, maybe?
No. Not sure where that, obviously not sure where that game's going to be played yet. No, Dover and St. Clairsville. I thought it was St. Clairsville.
Could be. We have a new batter here. And a pitch popped up, left side, foul territory. Going to be a tough play, and they just can't get to it in time.
Good effort.
Warning track.
Right now, Maddie. Come on, Maddie. Come on, Maddie.
This is Abby Brennan.
Text once again, score update from our affiliate, Paul Zorni, from the boys' game.
There's a foul into the mask of
Big
Carducci.
Red boys won 7-3.
How many fingers I got? 13.
33.
And now they're laughing at her. These guys are cruel.
It is. Cruel and unusual.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be a little cruel and unusual to be a catcher. That's a tough job back there, man.
2-2 count to Abby Brennan.
Got to be tough to be a catcher.
This Fields into the wind, and the pitch is down low, and it's a full count. Had to go and jinx those, didn't you?
No, not me, man.
So 3-2. And the pitch popped up right behind us and out of play.
Where's she going?
She's just showing hustle.
You would know that it didn't go forward.
So the count remains full, an 11-1 ball game here in the top of the fifth. And the pitch, look out. Clicked her a little bit.
One did, hit her right in the foot.
Leadoff hitter is on. Again, we want to thank Steubenville Bakery, Dean Ferguson, everybody for sponsoring today's matchup. That'll bring up Mallory Bradley.
Turn a nice little double play here.
Fields into the wind and the pitch. Fouled back to the screen.
A little late on that one. Barely got the end of the bat on it. And it's a little more bearable out here. We can see the computer screen and all of our telemetry because the sun was beaming down behind us. But now the sun has gone down and it's quite comfortable.
You know, one down and inside for a ball, and it evens up at 1-1. Kylie Miller, the leadoff hitter catcher, will do up next.
We're struggling there to see it.
And the pitch popped in the air down the right side and a foul ball. Marshall Kukaris and both Kukaris is giving chase, but just a bit outside their reach. So the bigger game over. 7-3.
7-3.
Well, they started at 5. And the 1-2. Hit in the air towards second. Going over and making the play is Sammy Kukaris for out number 1.
Good job, Maddie.
That'll bring up Riley Miller, the catcher. Lined out and grounded out.
Turn 2.
As Fields delivers. In for a strike, nothing in 1. And the next pitch sails up high, count even at 1-1. Lauren Pickrell, the center fielder, would be next. She has a home run. And the 1-1 pitch, look out. Boom, right back in front of us. That'll allow the runner, Brennan, to move down to second base.
As we're here doing this high school event, it's Teacher Appreciation Week. So
it's Nurses Week, too.
It is. So we thank all the nurses and teachers that are, number one, out there taking care of everybody, and number two, that are educating our young men and women in schools, not only here in the area, but all across the country. Both my parents were educators, and they do a lot of work, especially now. It's changed since my parents were there, but we do appreciate that.
3-1 pitch is hit in the left field for a base hit. Coming over is Blackburn to pick it up, throw it in. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. I think Ryan jinxed us.
Oh, it's not. It has nothing to do with me.
And Fields up now with Lauren Pickrell, who has a home run in his ball game in the first inning, which gave them a short-lived lead. And then she golfs this one.
Gone.
Touch them all.
I sent a couple invoices to Maysville.
I think she was just trying to get out of the way because that would have hit her if she didn't turn left and swing.
She's hit a couple balls that are not going to come back.
0-1 count. And the pitch popped up.
That's what they needed.
Right side. Marshall comes in foul territory. She'll make the catch for out number 2. So first and third, 2 outs, and Caitlin Smallwood will be invested in trying to keep this game going.
Come on, Red. Come on, Red.
Just crossing the 7 o'clock hour here on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
5 hits in the game for the Panthers.
Beautiful evening.
It is very comfortable. First pitch, line drive in the left center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to wave the runner coming to, well, they'll hold her up now at third in a stand-up double for Caitlin Smallwood. You guys are amazing. Miller moves over to third, and coming around the score is Abby Brennan.
I don't want to hear it.
You just couldn't left well enough alone. So 1 is in and still 2 on with 2 outs. Fastball up high. Don't want to let those 2 come in. It'll be harder to get more runs.
Yeah, 1's not bad. But a few.
Next pitch down in the dirt.
It's a little different. James Taff listening in on Ohio Valley Sports Online. I'd like to say hello to him. Wherever you may be.
Is he on the chat?
Yeah, well, I see him there.
2-0. Buzz the tower.
We got to buzz the tower.
As Pickworth heads to the ground. Her teammates got a chuckle out of that for some reason.
Umpire got a chuckle. She's laughing.
3-0 count. Well, all I can do here is put her on. It'll be fill the bases up.
That'll be about it.
3-0 fastball. Down low, ball 4.
That's her first time on base. Going to have a pinch runner, I'm going to assume.
That's the first walk. Given up by Fields.
Yeah.
Come on, Red. D it up. D it up right
Gotta
here.
hit batsman.
Right now, Maddie.
Only 1 walk.
That's it. Hasn't struck anybody out since the third. 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. That'll bring up Caitlin Hobson. Caitlin is singled back in the first, popped out in the fourth. Going down a little bit, nice breeze. First pitch, fastball sails outside. A tied called. I don't know what that was. There's a fastball in for a strike.
There we go.
There's somebody in like the break between
fence
the
area.
fence and
Yeah.
Is it a photographer?
No, I don't know. That's where Rob was earlier.
1-1. This is lined up the middle into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the throw to the plate. Is not in time. And the runners move up second and third now with 2 outs. So Miller comes in to score easily. Smallwood comes in to score. 3 runs in the inning. Moving over to third is the pinch runner. And this will bring up Fulkerson. She pops it up towards shortstop. Lincoln Blackbird makes the catch, and finally out number 3. But for the Panthers, 3 runs on 3 hits, and they strand a pair at the end of 4.5. It's a 11-4 ball game.
Okay, so grab a pen and write this number down. You ready? 740-275-4581. All right, one more time. I know you're busy. 740-275-4581. 4481. That's the number you'll need for Big John's Auto at the bottom of Lincoln Avenue in Steubenville. Big John has sweet late model and used vehicles and would love the chance to sit down and talk with you about financing. Big John's Auto, a proud sponsor of this online broadcast. And remember the number, here we go, 740-275-4588.
Steve's Fish and Chips. Now, doesn't that sound good? Serving Steubenville for 62 years, serving everything from hand-cut and breaded cod to jumbo shrimp. Also, burgers, meatball, sausage sandwiches, salads, chicken wings, and assortment of sides. You've got to try the fried pickles, dill pickles. Awesome. Hours of operation, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Delivery times are 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. They're located on 4th Street in Steubenville. Who doesn't know where Steve's Fish and Chips is located? 282-3261. Give them a call. Find their menu on Facebook. It's at Steve's Fish and Chips. Great stuff.
Except for the fried pickles. Bottom of the 5th inning, 11-4, Big Red on top. As Blackburn steps in, she's got a single, a double, a triple, and 3 runs scored. And a line drive off the shin of Brennan, throws on to first, and she got her.
Close play at first.
Very close.
Good job by the pitcher.
So 1 out for Sammy Kukuri, has reached 3 times and scored 3 times and driven in a couple. 11-4 ball game.
Blackburn hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
Come on, slam it.
3 runs in the top half of the 5th. Continues the game. These 2 guys. Jinxed us. Fastball sails away.
Nope. Jinxie's working tonight.
Steubenville scored all the runs in the first 4 innings. They haven't done anything in the last inning and a half. Next pitch, hit in the air toward left field. She's going to come in over the head of Hobson. Heading on to second base is Kukuri, and she's in there with a stand-up double.
Ball was rocketed over the head of the left fielder.
If Hobson just stays there, it's going to come right in her glove.
One time here, kid. Spread those arms. Come on, Lang.
Ball was smoked right over her head.
Megan Blackburn steps in. Scored a couple of runs and an RBI single in the 3rd.
Come on, Lake. Come on, Lake. Get through the ball, not at it. Come on, Lang. Up the middle, babe.
First pitch. Big cut, swing and a miss. Lakin flied out to right, walked and scored in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 3rd. Big Red with a record of 17-6. The Panthers at 10-10. And the 0-1. 1-1 outside. At least with the sun setting and the cooling it down, it's helping out our equipment.
It is. Our equipment was hot. It's cooled down tremendously now.
Oh, it was too hot.
Come on, kid. One time. Right here, kid.
1-1 count as Abby Brennan on the mound
Drive through it.
for Zanesville Maysville. Pitch, line drive towards short, grabbed up. They throw to first and get the out. Runner advances over to third base, goes Kukuris. So 2 down, a runner at third, and that brings up Maddie Fields. Maddie's 3 for 3. 2 singles, a double, 4. Check that, 3 RBIs. She'll be followed by Mary Marshall. 2 down, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch, ball 1.
Almost offered at that one, but just kind of fell out of the zone as it was coming in. She laid off.
Auto zone?
Auto zone.
Should get them as a sponsor.
We could.
That's not auto zone. Auto zone.
Fell out of the auto zone.
Pitch sails down low, and it's 2-0. And now the Sun's back to beat us up some more.
Just a bit, because it just can't go away.
7:15. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. And the pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Jim Huggins, Ryan Nolan, our board op extraordinaire, Jason Jenkins, replacing the
engineer extraordinaire.
Simply efficient, Dan Vogel.
Dan was up here. He was
2-1. It's a line shot into center field. Whew, that's a base hit. One hopped by Pickrell. She got it. Lucky to stay in front of that one. It's an RBI single for Maddie Fields.
Wow. That was ripped.
Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary.
So Sammy Kukri scores. Get one of those runs back, 12-4. Mary Marshall, 2 for 3. Has an RBI and a pair of singles. First pitch in for a strike.
That was a good pitch.
Mary Marshall batting .392 this year. She was an All-Ohioan in soccer.
Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary.
Wind in the pitch. Chop towards short. Grabbed up there, trying to throw to first. It's a high throw, brings her off the bag. And the runners are moving up to advance to second and third.
And well, I'm going to assume that they're going to put her on base.
Raven Banks steps in with an opportunity to finish this game.
Why wouldn't you try to put her on base? I mean, if you're the coach on the other side, that's what you have to do.
He apparently
maybe he's falling asleep.
Doesn't care. 12-4, Raven Banks up with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Into the wind. Takes a strike at the knees. She doesn't have to hit home run. Basically, a base hit will score 2.
You would think, especially with the speed that's on the bases for Big Red.
And the pitch outside 1-1.
.447 on the year for Raven.
As Brennan looks in, gets the sign and delivers. Hammered into center field. That's a base hit. That could do it. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run, and that'll wrap it up. Steubenville wins it 14-4.
That was it.
Scoring 3 in the bottom half of the fifth. Take a timeout. We'll be back with stats and wrap up after these words.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who play high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The crew at Ohio Valley Sports Online, newest sponsor, Giannamore's Pizza. We appreciate their support and yours too. Interested in becoming an advertiser like Giannamore's? Go to Facebook and look for Ohio Valley Sports Online. Thanks, Giannamore's.
Ohio Valley Sports would like to thank one of our brand new sponsors, Thorn Enterprises. Call Thorn Enterprises today for a free estimate. They provide lawn and landscaping services. You won't be disappointed. They're not like the larger companies. They don't even make you sign a contract. They work with your schedule. They're reliable and they want to make you happy. Call Thorn Enterprises, 740-219-3568. That is 740-219.
National Colloid, over the past 75 years, has fostered long-term relationships with...
Welcome back, everyone, to Franciscan University softball field as Steubenville advances in this first round sectional ball game by the score of 14-4 for Steubenville. 14 runs. Oh, thanks. 14 runs, 17 hits, a strand 5. Maddie Fields gets the win. And meanwhile, for Zanesville Maysville, they drop out with a record of 10-11. Pickworth gets the loss. They 4 runs, 7 hits, and they strand 4. So the Big Red advances with a record of 18-6. They'll take on the winner. We said who? St. Clairsville and
St. Clairsville and Dover, and St. Clairsville actually won that game, so they're going to take on St. Clairsville
Monday. We don't know where at or
maybe Martin's Ferry.
What time? So
they say. I don't know.
If you guys want to go, that's up to you. I'll be laying on the
you'll
beach.
be on the beach. Sorry,
laying there drinking something and just getting. Old and fat like the rest of us.
Ooh.
So you ready to wrap it up?
I'm ready.
All right, today's ball game has been brought to you by Buckeye Security, EGCC, Steubenville Bakery. We want to thank Steubenville Bakery for being the signature sponsor for today's game. Our games through the years have been brought to you by Peterson Financial, Hauser Furniture, Janimore's Pizza, New Skin, Cellular Solutions, Made Men Promotions, Smokies, Economy Lawn Care, Attorney Trey Peterson, Everhart Boat Funeral Home, Lansing Royale,